Here's the reality. What happened here was, by all indicators, fairly inevitable. It has happened in every single state. Every single one, without regard to politics. Okay, the only states that have not seen a major uptick are states where there are no people. Okay, Alaska has not seen an uptick because there were no people. Maine has not seen a significant uptick because there are no people. Wyoming has not seen a significant uptick because there are no people. Where there are lots of people, there's lots of spread. And when you reopen, there's going to be a little more spread. And that was never the question. Again, the question was not, are people going to get it? The question was, is it going to swamp the healthcare system? So far, we've seen no indicators that the healthcare system has been completely swamped. In fact, as we've said, hospitalization rates are going down. ICU rates are going down. Death rates have been going down since their peak. When we talk about how Texas and Florida, they're the new New York, no, they're not even close to the new New York. New York was losing like 1,000 people a day. Texas and Florida, as bad as they have been, are losing like 130, 140 people a day. That's terrible. That is not New York rates. Anyway, here's the NIH director saying the big problem here is that people opened up too early, even though, by the way, many of these states opened up in early May, and we didn't see a spike in terms of case rate until like mid-June, like approximately 2 weeks after those mass protests in the streets. You remember those? Here was the NIH director.
We basically did a good job in New York and New Jersey and Connecticut with that terrible crisis that happened and took many lives. And if you look to see what's happening now in those areas, they came down very close to zero. But meanwhile, the rest of the country, perhaps imagining this was just a New York problem, kind of went about their business, didn't really pay that much attention to CDC's recommendations about the phases necessary to open up safely, and jumped over some of those hoops. And people started congregating and not wearing masks and feeling like it's over and maybe summer it'll all go away. And now here we are.
Okay, I frankly cannot believe that America's public officials are talking up New York. It is unbelievable to me. It's like talking up Italy. How in the world are you talking up the area of the country that got smoked? New Jersey and New York and Connecticut got brutalized. Approximately 37% of all deaths in the United States from COVID-19 happened in those three states alone. They represent like 6% of the American population. That is nuts. To talk up those states, oh, look at what they did. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, they really handled their bleep. Did they, though? By the way, this is the exact same thing that Anthony Fauci said. And then you ask me to trust the experts? Listen, I'm happy to listen to the experts. When they say blatant bull crap, I'm going to have a tough time believing them. Okay, again, the death rates per million, the states with the worst death rates per million are in order: New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, followed by Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and District of Columbia. So the idea that they've now conquered this thing. No, what happened in New York and New Jersey, the reason they're not seeing an uptick right now is because everyone's dead. Okay, anyway, here's Anthony Fauci. Again, I don't like what's going through his head that he's praising New York's response to this. I just don't get it.
We have a problem. We need to admit it and own it. But we've got to do the things that are very clear that we need to do to turn this around. Remembering we can do it. We know that when you do it properly, you bring down those cases. We've done it. We've done it in New York. New York got hit worse than any place in the world. And they did it correctly.
They did it correctly? How did they do it correctly? Everyone died. Like, what? You wonder why we can't have unity? Why we can't have nice things? We can't have nice things because our experts are telling us stupid stuff like that. I'm sorry, that's dumb. That's just dumb. Okay, and I've been a Fauci defender. I've been saying he's doing the best he can. He's operating off the best info. But when you just spill blatant crap into the public like New York did it right, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, that's just obviously not true.